Hi everybody, it's Kathy from Crafty Chica here, a little early on Bisque Imports. I just like to start early to make sure everything looks good. I am so excited. Oh, here we go. So excited to show you guys what we're going to do today. Let me turn my volume down. And let's see, just adjusting a little bit. See, we have a couple people here early. So I'm just going to sit down. I have my husband here who's going to help me. We still have 3 minutes before we start. So I'm going to set these here. Oh, you know what? Okay, so while we're here, we still have 2 minutes until we start. I want to show you. I get so excited. All right, so these are my bisque. Oh, I don't need that one. It's okay. My Crafty Chica bisque for Bisque Imports. And this is the first time I have ever used Mako elements. And look at how cute these turned out. I am so excited. I'm gonna like elements all the things. I just made that into a verb, but I just took these out of the kiln last night. And I know you guys are like, hello, we use Mako elements all the time, but this was my first time using them on my project. So I just thought I would share that with you. I hope everyone is doing really, really good today. I know it's weird times, but these are things we can do to keep things positive, keep things moving, and keep people excited. So we already have 11 people. Let me see if I can see some comments here. Hi, Nirvana. So we have 1 minute before we start, and this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be, oh, hi, Valerie from North Georgia. Let's see. Oh, wonderful. Hi, Melissa. This is super fun. You guys are going to love this. So what we're doing is we're showing hydro dipping. This is such a popular technique right now. We had Creativation, the craft convention here in Phoenix in January. Thousands of attendees, of store owners, merchandisers, artists, all of that. And oh, wonderful, hi. And so at our Mucho Mas Art Studio, we did a free make and take to show studio owners, craft studio owners, how to do this technique. They left the convention center, came to our studio. We had, hi, Amy. And we had a line around the building to do this technique. It was so popular. We're going to be offering it as a paid workshop in our studio once everything gets back up and running. But hi, Rose. But I wanted to show you guys how easy and cool it is to do this. So here's some of my finished samples. And you can see these different techniques. I'll show you how I got those techniques. It's another one. And this one I did a little different. I painted first with black acrylic paint, and then I did the dipping. So here we go. So I'm going to set these samples over here, and I'm going to get you started on what you need to do. So the first thing that you are going to need to do this are these easy marble paints. These are made by Marabou Creative. They come in all of these different beautiful colors. And so I have all of these different colors here. You want to make sure to shake them before you get started. We'll get to that in a minute. And this is actually a tortilla warmer bowl that I use for my dipping to hold the paints, things like that, when I do it at home. I'll show you when I do the portable version in a second. Okay, next thing you're going to need is, if you're using bisque, like this, just raw bisque. This is from my Crafty Chica line for Bisque Imports. You're going to need to coat it with some kind of water-based sealer. So you can see the difference here. This is coated with the sealer, and you could use Collage Podge, Mod Podge, any kind of water-based sealer. And I'll show you that step as well, but you can see the difference of what they look like. You're also going to need some plastic gloves. And honey, can you go in the bottom drawer and get me chopsticks? On the right-hand side, on the very bottom. And then you're going to need some bamboo skewers or chopsticks. I buy a whole pack of them. Here we go, like this. And then I always like to have paper or some other items to pick up the extra paint that we're going to use. Because what I love about this technique is that you can utilize all of the excess paint so nothing goes to waste. So the first thing I want to show you is just giving a coat to your bisque. So this technique, you can see this one right here, I did not use any sealer on it, and you can see how it looks very matte. There's a lot of open spaces there where the paint did not pick up compared to this one. This one does have the sealer. This I also added a spray varnish after we were done. So here is my bisque cart, and I'm just going to apply a thin coat of the sealer. It does not have to be thick because you actually want it to dry kind of fast. So when I put together that make and take, I knew that I knew we would have a lot of people. I wanted the line to go fast. So I pre-sealed all of these before everybody arrived. If I was doing this as a workshop, like for CeramaJam, I had planned for all of you to paint these, to seal these yourself. It only takes a few minutes to dry, but if you're working on several pieces, you could seal one and then set it aside and then seal the other one. And by the time you're done with that one, this one will be dry. So make sure to get all of the little excess out of the little grooves. That will help it dry faster. I like using a round brush so that I don't get any of the, like the gathered glaze, so it looks like those little straight lines. I want it to be super smooth like this. So this looks pretty good. So I'm going to set this to dry. Make sure you get all of the spots. Set that aside. And then I'll put this later. Can you put this in the water jar? Okay. Alrighty, so now comes the fun part. Can I have this bin? So this is what I use when I'm taking my class to go. This is a big shoebox with a lid, and I can, oh my God, there's a mushroom from dinner. I had it in the kitchen.
Snack.
Okay. You didn't see that mushroom. Okay. So I love this shoebox container because I can use it to hold all of my paints inside of here and then put the lid on it. And then when I get to where I'm going to teach the class, I can just take the paints out and fill this with water. You can see it is very well loved. So I have this filled about halfway. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on these plastic gloves, because it can get very messy. Okay, so this is an important step. We have all of these beautiful paint colors, but you gotta work fast because it dries kind of fast in here. So I'm going to have my excess paper ready for pickup. I'm going to pick the colors that I'm going to use. So I'm gonna go with this pretty green, and I'm gonna do purple, lavender, and do some orange. So let's see, I don't want to go too crazy because this is the first time. So I'm going to shake these, and I'm going to remove the caps. Can you help me take the caps off? And the reason I'm removing the caps is because I don't want to waste time messing with the caps when I'm trying to work fast. So I'm going to take these caps off. I'm only taking off the caps from the ones that I'm going to use, okay? I'm going to leave all the other ones there, and I've already shaken these so that they're good to go. And then I have a dried piece of bisque right here. See how it's nice and shiny? I love this heart because it has the little hole. It makes it easy to dip. I dip, you dip, we dip. Okay, so now I'm just going to throw in some enamel paint. Okay, and then I'm going to take my bamboo skewer and I'm just going to marble it like this. And now I'm going to pick up my piece and I'm going to dip and I'm going to pick up this paint. Ooh, look at that. That looks so cool. So you can see the pink in there. You can see the green. I still see that there's a lot of yellow on there. So you know what? I'm going to dip it again. And look, now I just picked up the yellow. So I'm going to do that on the side over here. So that looks pretty cool. So I'm going to set this aside to dry. And to clean up this excess paint, you could use any kind of paper, wax paper, gift tags, whatever you want. And I'm going to pick up this extra paint. And look, now I have this cool marbled paper that I can use. It works really nice on wax paper. It picks up beautifully. So I could use this for like a mixed media project or something like that. So you want to hear a funny story? The first time that I ever did this, I had excess paint and I just grabbed the first thing I could find. So I have face cream at my workstation. Like in between painting, I'll put on face cream. So I've just like used anything that I can find that is non-porous, and then I pick it up. So I have a beautiful face. So now I have stuff ready to go. Okay, so there's that one. So now I'm going to put the lids back on these and I'm going to do some other colors. I want to show you guys the gold. The gold is so pretty. And like I said, you can paint with acrylic paints. And let's see, let's find the gold. Okay, so here's the gold. What kind of acrylics? Okay, these are called Easy Marble. They're enamel paints, and it's not like acrylic paint. So if you like go on Instagram and do hashtag hydro dip, oh my gosh, you will see all the crazy things that people are doing with this stuff. It's so cool. Okay, so now I'm going to use this one. It's like a lime green. Again, I'm taking the lids off of these, and I want like a hot pink. Let's see. I already used that one. Oh, I know. I'll use this aquamarine. It's like a teal. So again, you want to shake well, remove the lids, and so now I'm going to do this aqua, and I'm going to do the gold, and I'm going to do some more red just because I love red. And I should probably I'll do this bright green again. And why not? I'll save purple for later. Oh, the gold. Did I do gold? I'll do a little more gold. Okay, so quickly, I'm going to stir. Get it marbled. You can see why you need to do it fast because it kind of dries and gets stringy. And then now I'm going to dip. So that came out kind of cool. I'm going to pick up some more gold over here. And pick up some more over here. What do you think? Isn't it fun? Yes, I coated it with like a water-based sealer. Okay, so there, that one's kind of green and minty. So you could see, this is how I did this one. This one is like a pink version of this. I used a white paint pen to accent all of the little grooves. And then I added brush on glitter and then spray varnish. So this is what it looks like at first, and then this is once it's all done. Now this one, a lot cleaner looking. I worked faster with this. If you work really fast, you won't get those strings. So I suggest if you're going to teach this class, you should have them be prepped with like 2 things to dip, because one of them is always kind of like a warm-up.
Does temperature of water make a difference?
It helps if the water is lukewarm. If it's too cold, it will kind of mess up a little bit. If it's too hot, it won't go as well either. So now I'm going to try this darker blue. And I think I'll do, let's try the silver. Why did I just know I saw silver here? Here's silver. Okay. And it's really important to shake these really, really good. And let's see, blue and silver. I'll do a light blue.
Shouldn't we close the other bottles up before we dry?
Yeah, you could close up you could put the lids back on the other ones. Okay, so now I'm gonna do some light blue. I'm gonna work faster this time. And the silver, this one I'm not even gonna use the bamboo skewer. I'm just gonna dip. Oh, how pretty. I just love the swirl. And you could see the silver on there, how it just picks up really, really nice. So I could dip this again, but I think I want to leave it like this. I love how it looks just like this. So what I'm going to do is take a piece of my paper here, and I'm going to use this to pick up the excess paint. So now I have that marbled paper that looks pretty, and I can put that through my die cut machine or whatever I want to do. So I will do one more for you. Let's see, what paints are we using? Oh, hi. So we are using Easy Marble paints from Marabou. They are sold through Bisque Imports. They have so many different colors.
You have black?
Yes, there is black. Yeah, the blue in it. So look at all of these different colors. And this is just some of them. I have a whole other bin over there of more colors. So why don't you guys tell me what color do you... I have one more heart left. What color would you like me to use? What color combo? Yeah, the blue one is so pretty. And especially, you know, you could use acrylic paint and black lettering to do designs, doodles, illustrations. And then once that black acrylic paint is dried, apply the sealer and then dip it, and it will come out like this.
Can you brush it on?
Brush what on? Oh, this paint? I don't see why not. Yeah. Pink. Okay, pink, blues, and greens. I'll do that. So let's see. I think I'll do, here's a lighter pink and red. Okay, so this one I'm going to do pink and lavender. Oh, and purple and teal. Why not? We'll just do all of them. Aquamarine. Is this aquamarine?
Easter egg.
Yeah, it's Easter, right? Okay, so again...
What about dipping Easter eggs?
Yeah, you could do Easter eggs. And also, like the bisque, if it's fired bisque, you could put it in there also because it's non-porous. It's like nail polish. So, it has a little bit of smell to it because it's like, could this work with using ceramic glazes? I don't see why. Oh, with ceramic glazes. You know what? I'm not sure. We'll have to test that out. So I'm going to use lavender, teal, and pink. So I'm going to start with the pink. I'm going to do lavender and then this teal. And I'm not going to swirl it. I kind of like it without swirling it. Oh, look at that. That's so pretty. Isn't that cool?
I don't like the double dips. I like the
Yeah, so there's two techniques. So my husband, who's also an artist, he's saying he doesn't like the double dip. This is the double dip where I went back in and picked up the extra color. It kind of gets a little stringy. This one is just like beautiful, clean marbling. And again, I'm going to take a piece of paper. You could even use like a tumbler or whatever and pick up this excess paint. Oops. So there we have that. So there you have it, Hydro Dipping 101. Here's one that I had started with a little heart. And yeah, double dip is too busy. So it just depends on your style. I just like to experiment and see what it looks like. And I have this thing where I don't like to waste paint. And so that's why I like to have extra things on hand that I can use to pick up the extra paint. And again, the sealer, I'm using water-based varnish. Oh, do you have that one I just sealed? That extra one? Okay, I will do one more. Look, I have one more here. Okay, so Shelly's saying, yeah, the glaze won't, yeah, you have to use enamel. Okay, this time I'm going to do black and gold. I'm just going to do black and gold because that we did gold before, but it didn't really show up that good because it was the other colors were too busy. So I'm just going to do black and gold, shaking this up really good. Okay, and I noticed also that the first color you put down is it kind of goes away quicker. Okay, so here is the black. And then here's the gold. And this one looks like it needs a swirl. This is kind of different. I'm going to put some more gold. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's different. So I think I'm going to double dip. Oh yeah, that looks cool. And then you could still see, I'm going to dip again. Triple dip. So you can see, I think I like just like the single dip of the colors in there. What would you do with the shaving cream? Oh, I missed the comment about shaving cream. Are we using shaving cream? I haven't thought. Oh, maybe you could put this enamel paint on the shaving cream and dip in there. That's possible. That we could try that. I don't have any shaving cream on me right now.
Why?
And then here is that teal and pink and purple one. Triple dip. Yes, triple dip lifestyle. So there we have it. Does anyone have any questions about it? I think this is just such a fun project to do. If, you know, it doesn't take that long to do. So doing this as a class, I would say maybe they get 3 pieces, like maybe 3 ornaments, and then you could have them paint the sealer or, you know, paint designs with acrylic paints, maybe lettering or a word or an ornament for each family member, and then apply the sealer, which I used Mod Podge, or you could use Collage Podge, any kind of water-based sealer. And then you could dip from there, just one at a time, go in and dip these. So I have a little bit of paint here. The back of this is not sealed, so I just want to show you what it looks like. I'm going to pick up this extra paint here. So you can see it just kind of doesn't really stick very well. It helps a lot. It's better to have the sealer on there. And again, I had, let's see, I think it was this one. I used alcohol inks to fill in as well. So if you really want to go deeper level, the places that did not pick up the enamel paint, you could use alcohol inks and just kind of fill that in. This one, I think I put a little bit of, oh, this is the one. I used gold leaf on this one. So you can see the gold leaf techniques. Can you do this on? Yes. Savannah, yes. If you look up hashtag hydro dip, you can do everything. I mean, I've seen people dip their shoes. There are people that actually put patterns down and then dip it. So when you pick up your item, you have the pattern on your project. So I wish I had another one to show you. I used up all of my blanks, but again, I will show you. We're using Easy Marble. This is enamel paint. And so what you're going to do is you drop it on there. You can decide if you want to swirl it or if you just want to leave it. I like just leaving it solid. I feel like it gets better coverage that way.
Lukewarm water.
Yeah, lukewarm water, room temperature water.
Work as fast as possible.
And work as fast as possible. So I'm going to start putting all of these lids on. When you go to do this, choose your colors, shake them up, and then remove the lid so that you can work fast because it will definitely dry and get stringy. Can you do this on pottery pieces fired with clear glaze? Yes, Jess, you can. You totally can. As long as it's shiny and it's non-porous, you can do it. Hi, Audrey. So it's just like a fun, craft to do that's something different. It definitely has that wow factor. How long would they dry on t-shirts? That I have no idea. I have not tested this on fabric yet, but I put fabric on it to pick up the paint, but I haven't washed it or anything. I think you'd probably have to research for that. But yeah, you could use candle jars, anything, soap dishes, people could pick out choose their bisque that has been glazed and fired, and then they can dip on top of that. So maybe even some solid colored glazes that have been fired on bisque, and then they can dip it to add another layer of color and texture. So there's just a lot of different things that you could do. And you could even, get a mini canvas. Can you grab me one of my little canvases? Or one of the other ones. So, for example, I'm not going to dip this one, but if you had a canvas, make sure to seal it, and then you could dip the canvas in there. And then that will, give you a marble background. And then you could paint acrylic paint on top of that. So you could use it as backgrounds for your canvases. Can you show the color product one more time? Sure. So it is called Easy Marble. And it's by Marabou. They sell it at Bisque Imports. Will there be a list of materials? Yes. Definitely. So we're going to upload this video so you can watch it from the start again. How do you seal the canvas? You can use water-based varnish brush on. You could even do a spray varnish on it and make sure it's dry before you do your dipping part. And again, I love using a bin like this because you can just put your paints in there, close the lid, and then store it. And then when you're ready to do it, you could just unload it, move the paints out, and then fill it with water. So here we go. I guess that is everything. Does anyone have any other questions? Like, the possibilities are endless. Like, once you start thinking about the different things that you can dip and the different techniques you can use. Glass? Yes, you can use glass, anything that is non-porous. Even you could use like cling stamps in ink, permanent ink, and then, seal it and then dip it. So can it be done with tie-dye patterns? Yes, you totally can. So when you put the paints in here to get a tie-dye pattern, I would work quick, swirl it to a pattern and then dip in there. So, yep, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. You guys are amazing. I'm so happy we're doing this. And if you have any questions, leave a comment or you can message me. I'm more than happy to help and make sure this is a successful class for you in your studio. And you know me, I'm all about good energy. So I'm sending all of you guys good energy right now, that things go good and somehow, some way, sales come in so we all get through this for you guys, okay? Thank you. Bye-bye.